Hello, my Geminis. Welcome back. Thank you guys for your patience while I was away. I am back now, so we're getting back into the swing of things. Geminis, it was I was gone for a hot minute, so thanks for being around and being patient until I was back to our normal schedule. Also, just FYI, tomorrow the 10th, I will be going live and doing some free reads for my subscribers and doing some giveaways. So I hope I'll see you guys there. Let's get into this, shall we? So this is your first video of the week. Expect to get one more before the week is out. You guys will probably get another one on Sunday, just FYI. So we start out with the Emperor, Geminis. We have a 6 of Pentacles and we have a Magician. Okay, powerhouse of a story to start with. The Emperor, we have Aries, and then we've got Virgo, Gemini here with the Magician. I feel like an Emperor is wanting to work with our Gemini. I mean, hands down, an Emperor knows what they want. They know exactly what is on their agenda. And you notice he's looking straight at us. He's sitting here. He's not standing up, walking toward us, but one leg is kind of extended. His whole body posture is one of like comfort, ease, and magnetism. This person is like in a room full of people. You know when this Emperor is looking at you, singling you out. You know that his stance, or his posture, I should say here, is one of, I'm not racing to get to you. I want to connect with you. I want to have like a 5D conversation with you from across the room. I want you to see me as this powerful, sensual being. I want to see, do you feel what I'm feeling? Because you're the person I'm looking at. You're the person I'm looking for. They're not trying to be like smoky and be like, ooh, let's see, can I get you to like, am I going to lure you in? It's not that. They're not acting like a siren. Instead, they want to lay a foundation of, tell me that you see what I see. Tell me that you see me like I see you. Show me that we have a connection. This feels like it still starts out a little bit at a distance. This is an eye contact moment. And then that eye contact moment is, there's like a promise, an unspoken promise that, you and I are going to come face to face. I don't know why this feels like this Emperor spots our Gemini spots them, and they both have this understanding that I'm going to be standing in front of you, or you're going to be standing in front of me one of these days, huh? They both know it, and now they manifest it happening. There's this unspoken, like, there's going to be some opportunity where we literally are not just seeing each other from across a distance, but we're going to be in each other's energetic sphere and have an opportunity to like really connect. But the connection begins at a distance. I hope that makes some sense. Yael, wonderful to see you. How are you tonight? So glad you're here. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday night. We have got the 2 of Pentacles. Both of these characters are feeling the same way. And I think this is going to put like some, this is kind of like a more thrilling kind of vibe, because when 2 people see each other and they know that there's like that flicker of soul recognition, or whatever we want to call it, where it's like, wow, I feel drawn to this person, they're drawn to me. I don't know how, I don't know why. Somebody could actually be like famous, or this could be the big boss. Maybe, like once in a while we go in like with a whole group of candidates and we're, interviewing, and we can tell that the big boss has already spotted us, and we already know, and they already know you're selected. Nothing was said, but there was an intention implied. Now, I'm more inclined to say right now, this is not about a boss and a worker situation, but rather romance. Only because there's this desire, a powerful desire to connect. And I don't know, there's too much underlying spark here for me to just think that it's only business. Maybe it's business with a spark underneath it all. And I really should say that it's more business, because we've got pentacles all over the place in this instead of cups, but that's not how I feel about it. So I'm rolling with it, because this is how it looks to me. I feel like there's this, the butterflies in the tummy, like, I know they saw me, I saw them, and for some reason, somehow, I already know that we're going to be able to connect. It's Gemini has like, I want to say somebody's having sweet dreams about this. It's like, I don't even have to stress out. I already know this is going to happen. I have foreseen the future. This isn't anything for me to worry about now. I can lay down any burdens. I know it's coming. Yeah, you sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you so much, honey. That is so beautiful. Thank you for your lovely generosity. Your energy is so generous in the first part, and then the tangible donations that you give as well. So incredibly kind. Thank you. We have a high priestess. Again, all of this storyline is about that underlying the intangible, but the intangible is every bit as recognizable as you know how you can smell bread baking before you even have to go taste it. You know it's going to be delicious, right? That's the thing. The energy is almost like Gemini and this person can smell each other's energy, and it smells delicious, as good as what the bread is going to taste like when by the time they get to eat it. I mean, this could literally be like, I already know. I haven't kissed your lips yet, but when I do, it's going to be real sweet. It's as sure as, even though we haven't kissed, even though we haven't talked about kissing, I can smell it the way I can smell bread baking. I hope that's going to make sense for me to describe it that way. Yes, it's intangible, but it's very present and it's very obvious. Okay, so we are talking about a Two of Cups relationship. This Gemini has a fire burning, and so does this Emperor for our Gemini. But it doesn't start out in a traditional way. This isn't like two people go out on a first date. They connect before they actually get a chance to connect. They connect with each other at a purely visual or distant way, and then from there they may take a step toward each other into almost like a business capacity. But the underlying the real purpose of their meeting is their energy is already wrapped around one another. Their energy is already starting to merge from the first time they see each other, possibly. The first time that, let me rephrase that. The first time that they see each other and acknowledge that my soul sees yours. Now, sometimes people can see each other multiple times and they're still distracted and they're doing different things. And not until the timing is right, the mindset is right, do they say, oh, I see you. I don't just, casually saw that person. No, I like really see you and you're really seeing me. Now our energy has already started to merge, and then we're going to merge a little bit more and a little bit more as we get to like be in each other's like closer proximity, our energy sphere. We already know this is happening. There is no rush in this. It's kind of a sweet like unveiling, or like I say, a sweet kind of merging. This is not to go fast. Our Gemini knows this. Our Gemini is very clear. They don't doubt it, nor does this other person. But we still don't see a rush to get here. Tell me about this a little bit more. Why is it moving in this I'm going to say like it's this there's a song like something about you're as sweet as Tupelo honey. And that's what's in my head right now. You know how honey moves really slow. It's very viscous. It doesn't, I mean, unless you heat it up, it doesn't pour very fast. But it's sweet, sweet, sweet. So we've got a 5 of coins and we got the Lover's card. This is one of those situations where it's like on the grand stage of life, the universe is conspiring to give these two this amazing experience of once upon a time I was out in the cold and then I met someone and then my life started to change. And that transition of it's like, would we want to miss the sunrise? You know, the dark of night, we can't see much of anything, right? And it can be even difficult or scary. But the beauty of watching the sun rise is so worth it. We wouldn't see a sunrise. We wouldn't get the beauty of that if we hadn't first had the dark of night. This is almost like the universe is saying, no, I want each person to recognize, yes, there has been loneliness. Yes, there have been times of being out in the cold, watching other people be happy, but now is going to be your time to be happy. And I want you to experience it fully. The melting into each other's energy, then slowly, sweetly thinking about each other, then getting a chance to finally come into contact with each other and, you know, like really enhancing that energy. And Nisha, thank you so much. That is such a beautiful and generous donation. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your lovely energy always. But the universe is like allowing this duo to experience the entire range. You know, when like we were whatever, like high schoolers or middle schoolers or wherever our first crush was, and it was, you know, first just like, oh, I like that kid in class, and then little by little, it's like we get to see them every day, and now they're looking my way, and now we get a chance to flirt a little, and then finally you get to whatever, the high school dance or middle school dance, and somebody works up the courage to dance with the other one, and that, you know, like that stiff, you know, dancing at arm's length like a Frankenstein, that was like, oh my gosh, so many butterflies, and you know, and you work up very slowly, very sweetly in that first romance of your life. It's kind of like our characters get to experience that full range all over again, from not having a partner to getting to know someone to feeling that they're connected to me, they're interested in me, I'm interested in them, to this moment of leaping into the other person's arms, having that passionate affair, that real lover's embrace. But the universe is saying it's supposed to go slow so you get to have the entire experience. It's going from the dark of night into the full, you know, dawn, and then a beautiful sunlit day. It's so nice to see this Seven of Wands. There is also, is going to be a transformational romance, because a Seven of Wands is, sevens are cards of change, but they're also, it's a divine number. And here we have like this dragon who is hoarding all of its gold, and all these people are out on this quest looking for the gold that the dragon protects. I would argue that this is almost like both the Gemini and our emperor have perhaps, and remember, I don't read for genders. This could be same-sex couples as easily as it could be opposite genders. But this is as if our characters have, the gold is kind of like their love, their heart. And they have had to be dragons. They've had to make sure that they protected things, right? And others have probably wanted to persuade them to, you know, give to me, give me your gold. And they have found ways to consistently hold back a little bit. There's a reason that an emperor and a freaking queen of swords, both of whom are amazing characters, are sitting here as single individuals. It's because both of them have standards and no one has met them yet. And they have kind of had to struggle to extricate themselves from relationships that didn't work, and sidestep and kind of hide away from the people that might hunt for their energy that they did not choose to give. And at this point in time, finally, I think that they're able to say, wow, you're the person I would want to give to. This is a transformation. This is a change. How am I going to deal with struggles now? Well, with you, it doesn't feel like a big struggle. It doesn't feel like you're someone that I'm afraid to give to. I just think that this is a chance for a relationship to grow, and for worries and fears to just kind of dissolve. Three of Cups in the reverse. If there was always a concern like, oh yeah, but is there going to be third party? You know, so many relationships, they're fickle, they're inconsistent. No, neither one of these characters is going to have any of those concerns. That was possibly, I wonder if we dealt with two people that were actually secretly a little bit jaded. They're both high caliber people, both a little jaded. There's a reason that two people feel out in the cold and finally meet their match. And keep in mind, this is our Gemini card, right? I got to say, I think that our emperor is head over heels already for our Gemini at the time that they first meet Gemini. I think Gemini feels like, wow, did I manifest you? How is it possible that I feel so connected to this person? But even so, even if this is that twin flame, they still are going to get a chance to kind of like unveil their hearts to each other and build that trust. There's not going to be any risk of third parties in the mix. I kind of think that both of them are going to be a little bit like, I don't want to say like ferociously protective over each other, but they're certainly ferociously protective over this love. Nobody's coming in between these two. It's about time. It's about time we get a good, solid like love story. I'm super excited for this storyline. Oh, you sweetheart. Thank you. Nisha, you are so kind. Thank you for such a beautiful message. Thank you, honey. Love you too. You're so kind. And we have a Page of Swords. These two are going to continue to learn from each other, like learn a lot from each other. A Page of Swords is not about spying, although it can get that rap. It's more about learning. The pages are they're the children of the deck, meaning it's kind of like there's an innocence here, there's a freshness here, there's a new start. And it's learning about each other with this wonderful curiosity, maybe learning about the world through one another's eyes. These two are very open to merging their worlds together and everything that they bring to the table. These two are, even if they're twin flames, even if they are the kind of individuals where they match each other really well, they're still not the same person. They each come, I mean, how boring would it be to just be with ourselves, right? That's okay. I should backtrack and just mention I feel differently about twin flame stuff than most people. I don't buy into the mythos or some of the standard storylines, and that's just my own perception. It doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just putting that out there, because in the mythos of twin flames, you know, lots of times they say it's, you know, the other part of our soul, it's one person, split into two halves. And I've always wondered, but why are we looking just for ourselves? Like, I want someone who compliments me, not me. I want somebody who has different strengths than what I have, not just a reflection of my own self. So that's why I differ from that perspective. And there's many other things I differ on as far as that thought process. Please know it's not a challenge. Whatever you believe in, please know I warmly support you, accept you, you know, however you believe, that's awesome. Everyone is supposed to have their own perspectives on things, right? That's what makes life a richer place, the world a richer place. But the reason I'm mentioning this is because if these two have a ton to learn through one another, they're going to expand one another's horizons. They are a wonderful match because they bring different skills to the table. If they brought the same skills, there would be nothing to learn. There would be nothing to grow into. Instead, they have so much fascinating like life to see through one another's eyes, and different experiences and different things to learn and grow from. I would say this is like my favorite kind of love story to have pop up like this, simply because it's one of growth. It's one of you know, like two people that want to cherish this connection and not have, you know, other things get in between them. It's two people that begin with an acknowledgement that they recognize something special in one another, and then they actually take action on it and build on it without interference, chaos, needless drama. That's why I really liked this story. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, everybody. It is a delight to see all of you and reconnect with everyone. Thanks again for your patience while I was gone. Bonnie, hello, darling. Good to see you. Yael and Nisha, thank you again. You guys are lovely. I will see you in the next videos. I'm still going to do Cancer tonight, and also Fucus, and then today's topic will come out at midnight as well. So I'll see you guys in those next two zodiacs, and then I'll see you again at midnight. Bye for now.